Welcome to LOLA SPEAK channel. We talk about learning English as a second language, and this is Money Word Series. In this video, I decided to go over words and phrases that you need to make a purchase at the store in real life. I actually thought about my experience going to the store every day and speaking English. Which phrases do I use? What do I get asked? And which vocabulary do I need? And if you want to watch other videos in Money Words series, idioms and phrases, find the links below and see other parts. So a lot of us familiar with the word purchase. A purchase, something we buy. If it's a verb, we use the verb to purchase, to buy something. But not a lot of us familiar with the word charge or to charge. Me personally, I didn't know this word prior coming to United States. The United States. A charge or to charge, the act of charging, meaning processing the payment with your card, putting the payment on a card. So at the store, they will charge your card. And actually, it's a good question when you ask somebody about the services, you could ask, how much do you charge? Meaning, how much does it cost? Or when we're in the store and let's say we're in another country and we don't understand if the payment went through. Another cool phrase, to go through, right? It went through, meaning it happened. Sometimes we have an app of our bank and we see in the app that I don't see the charge, meaning it didn't go through. And when I'm at the store, when I want to make sure it all worked out, I could say, did it go through? Did it go through? Did the payment happen? Did the charge go through? Did it charge it? Any of these, super useful. And going back to the amazing phrasal verb to go through, in this context, we almost not saying the full sentence, to go through the process of charging my card. And in real life, we usually use short phrases, words, phrasal verbs, and we say, did it go through, through the systems of banking and make the purchase happen. So speaking of questions and phrases, the most common question we get asked when we go to make a purchase, to pay something at the cashier register, we get asked, cash or credit, or cash or card. And sometimes for an English learner, it could sound very weird because native speakers or people who are fluent in English, they link words together. They don't say, are you going to pay cash or are you going to pay with your card? They literally shrink it to cash and then they link the words together. Cashier, cashier card, or cashier credit, meaning are you going to pay cash, physical money, or are you going to use your credit card? Let's say we say cash, we pay cash, but let's pretend it's not 20 euros. Let's pretend it's $500. There's actually a banknote. I'm sure you know this word, banknote, the physical paper, for $500. Let me make sure. There's the $500 banknote. It's whether euros or dollars. Yeah, I don't think there's a 500, there are 500 euros banknote. Okay, perfect. So let's say you have a 500 euros banknote, it's a big bank, or even 100. Sometimes when you're buying something, let's say it's a little kiosk or a food truck, on the street, and you have like $100 and you could say, do you have change? So change, it could be coins. This is change. I don't have change. Little coins. They're a change. Or we also use this word change, noun, change, when we have a big banknote and we pay knowing that they have to give us some money back. That would be a change. So let's say I bought something for 15 euros and I got change 5 euros back. Or same phrase, same word, change, could be used when you need a smaller denomination. Let's say you need coins for some kind of a machine. Sometimes it happens at a car wash or a laundromat when you need coins and you can go to the closest store and ask, can you change it, right? Meaning, can you give me coins? And if they're nice, they will give you change. If they're mean, they say no change. And you can do your own laundry with your bare hands. But let's go back to the store, to us making a purchase. I got asked all the time, do you have a bonus card? You know, most of the stores, they have some kind of a marketing promotion program and they want you to be registered with the system so they can send you all the ads and all the info that you don't need. And very often you get asked about the bonus card. I usually say, oh yeah, no, I don't need it, thank you. Do you want to sign up? Do you want to join our bonus program? And if you're a coupon queen, not necessarily if you're a coupon queen, it's a slang too, but some people, they like the bonus programs. Some people, they don't like wasting their time, you know, figuring it out. But don't be surprised when you get asked, because I feel like a lot of people, they think, what kind of card? What are you talking about? Like, this is my credit card. They're like, no, the bonus card, the card of our store. And even sometimes in America, for sure, some big stores, they have their own credit card, like Target or IKEA, I think Ralph's. They always say, like, do you have IKEA card or do you have Target card? So it's a credit card, but also a bonus card. But we're not talking about that. So let's say we do pay with a card, you know, cash out card. Oh, with a card, please. And then let's look at these verbs. We'll be tapping, the movement of tapping, swiping, or inserting, you know, when there's a machine and you need to insert. And sometimes they're like, oh, you need to tap, or you need to insert, sir, you know, you need to. Some cards, they have chips and you gotta insert it into a chip reader, practically to put it inside of a machine. All the stores are different, they have different processing systems. I usually ask, should I tap, or should I swipe, or should I insert? Depending. All of these are useful. And then, what can happen to you, it happens to me very often when I'm traveling or I'm using a card of a different country. Let's say I'm in Europe, I'm using an American card. The system asks about the currency. I'm sure you know currency. Dollars, euros, rubles, British pounds, whatever it is. So what's the currency? Like dollars or euros? Do you want to pay in dollars or in euros? And sometimes you can ask, what's the exchange rate? You probably should know if it's more efficient for you to pay with a different currency. So let's say I'm in Europe, I'm paying with my American card, but I know that my American bank has a very low currency exchange rate. So it's actually smarter for me to pay in euros. Whenever I get asked which currency, I would always say euros, please. And then the magic begins, the purchase is going through, and transaction declined. Very often, specifically if our bank has some kind of a security system and we didn't notify the bank about our travels or about the spending limit, we get transaction declined. It didn't go through. The purchase didn't happen. The charge didn't appear on your card. They didn't charge you. The transaction was declined. Sometimes the machines just would say declined. And they like, oh, sorry, it was declined. Declined, meaning rejected, meaning no, it didn't happen. Very often you gotta call your bank or use a different card or use cash. Always have cash if you're traveling. Because if you don't have cash, the question you will ask, where is the closest ATM? ATM, a machine that gives you money. Not a magic machine. It's still your money, right? But I use that question a lot, you know? Your card got declined, you don't have cash, You're like, I'm sorry, where's the closest ATM? And then you gotta run to the ATM, and you can't even say like, do you mind, I will run to the ATM and I get some cash and I will make my purchase. And they're like, okay, I'll set it aside, you know, oh, I'll keep it for you. And you do the whole thing, and only after that you get your purchases. Or actually, let's finish on a positive note. If everything is okay with your bank and with your card, your purchase will be approved. And right away, you'll see approved. By the way, sometimes you will need to sign. Sign is when we're signing the receipt. We're putting our signature on it. And I even ask sometimes, do I need to sign? Because I know some of my cards, they will require a signature. So I would always ask, do I need to sign? They're like, oh, yeah, please sign here, please. That was it for today. I hope this lesson was useful. It definitely was based on my real experience. And if you want to practice all the words and phrases that we've learned today, go to LOLA SPEAK app, find a pack of this YouTube video, and use our AI and practice speaking, get feedback on your pronunciation and tips on how to improve your American English with our app, LOLA SPEAK. And before wrapping up, I don't know how to tell you that, but if I won't tell you that, our relationship won't work out. Like, see, I need you to like the video and I need you to subscribe in order for you to get notified when I'll make a next video. So please do that, because if you won't, like, we won't have any future. I'm so sorry. See you next Friday.